It's your boy, live, Steve Stoner. What you want? Smoke Skating Jones. Jelly.
All right, here we go.
The club deal. Talk about that. The 220 show. People, what we gonna do?
What up, y'all? What up? It's your boy Ant Live, Steve Stone and Mikey Mike right now. Chubb Dog, I think, is at the dentist, so he should be done with that in about 6 months. Smokey right now is trying to uncave in his pickup truck, so he'll be jumping in shortly. What's going on, guys?
Not much, chilling.
There's a lot of news this week, huh? Let's start off with New York. New York, the toast of the town. There's so much shit going on in New York. They just mandated mandatory vaccines, didn't they?
For
city employees or who?
I believe I'm not 100% sure that de Blasio wants everybody in the city to be mandated with the vaccine. I know that Biden mandated it for government officials, government workers. But I believe de Blasio is trying to mandate it for the citizens in New York. And all that comes right after the Attorney General of New York comes out and says that Andrew Cuomo has broken state and federal laws in violating sexual harassment charges and bullying, whatever the bullshit was. And then they came out, they did this big ass speech and was like, yeah, but we ain't pressing no charges. You know what I'm saying? Then
Mic check.
Smoke. What up, brother?
What's going on, people?
What is going on? We were just talking about New York City right now.
What's going on in New York City?
They're mandating the vaccine. Mario Cuomo done fingered a bunch of ladies in the asshole. He done grabbed a couple of twats. What?
Mario was a small baby.
Oh, he fingered a couple of assholes too. Then Andrew came along and he wiped those assholes with his two. And then Chris Cuomo, Fredo lied about it on CNN. The whole damn, that shit was funny. Yesterday they were talking about it on CNN. Did you see that? Did you see how Fredo was passed the mic over to fucking Don Lemon and was like, hey, brother, I love you. I love you too. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to fuck him really hard. Then it was like, now, the calls for impeachment to remove Cuomo. I was like, these motherfuckers here, bro.
He does that every night.
Don't he?
He tells Don Lemon he loves him every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta love these niggas. You know what I'm saying? This the new time. Love all the niggas right now. Love the white niggas. No, don't love the white niggas. The white niggas are the problems. Love the Spanish niggas. Love the black niggas. Love the Chinese niggas. Love the Muslim niggas. Love the Arab niggas. Just don't love the white niggas.
I feel left out.
No, don't feel left out, Steven, because no matter how much love is passed out to everyone else, remember, there is constant hate for the white man. I was watching something, and they put this video of this chick. I don't know who she was. I think she was on Twitter or something. And she's talking to, I guess, her followers or whatever. And she's like, all of you white people, what do they call them? They call them allies, right? They're like, oh, you allies. Don't be offended when we push away from you. You're doing your work and you should do your work, but don't be offended when we push you away because you can't be around us. Just continue the fight. Continue the work you're doing as an ally, but expect and prepare to be exiled. But you're doing your job. You're a good ally. And I'm like, damn, this bitch is really keeping these motherfuckers nice and tight on her team, ain't she? I just don't get it. You want these motherfuckers? You want somebody else to come out and fight for you, but you're gonna be like, listen, we're gonna turn on you. Don't get all offended and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just how we do. But we appreciate the work you're putting in.
That's how we do.
You know what I'm saying? It's just how we do. That shit was crazy. I'm wondering if this lockdown, the second lockdown that they're trying to spread this information through the news that Biden might do a second lockdown because of the Delta variant. What is that supposed to entail this time? Same thing, businesses and schools again shut down. What is that supposed to entail? That second lockdown.
I don't know, but I hope it involves me. Just send me money.
I'm not essential this time.
Yeah, I'm essential. They be like, look, nigga, you a slave. You essentially, you need to go wipe those toilets. Stop bullshit, nigga. So I know I'll be working, but I'm curious as to what are they gonna do? Shut down the same thing again? Schools and regular businesses?
Well, they're mandating everybody to wear a mask, and like you said, they're trying to get us to take the shot.
They got it going on over there too, don't they?
I think they're trying to do that here too.
You know why they do that, right?
Why?
What's
Tell me
that?
why.
Because New Yorkers are faggots and Californians are dykes. It's the LGBTQ fuck you movement. That's how they do it. Why? What do you think? Because Democrats run those cities. I thought Newsom was recalled. I thought they had enough signatures and movement to have him recalled. What happened with that?
They're gonna do what they want to do.
You're outside, Smoke?
Yep, playing in the garden.
Nice out there, huh?
Yeah, it's nice and cool right now.
Mikey.
I thought I'd pick some leaves today. I know I have to do it. My plants are looking a little bushy. I gotta trim her hair back a little bit, you know.
Hey, Mikey, did you see the plants when he first put them out there? The little sprouts and shit?
No.
If you look at, because at the end of the show, we have him go to the back to show us. Yo, nigga, these shits is taller than him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How long did that take?
About a month or two.
Bro, like maybe 6 shows, bro. Within 6 shows, right, Steve? 6 shows. It felt like 6 shows and shit blew up crazy, Mikey.
Yeah, they're starting to do their second stretch right now. Then they'll start flowering.
And that's outside?
This is all outside.
Now, where's the bud?
They be like they'll start like growing like at the tip here and filling up. So in other words, like where this top is and stuff, it'll start like growing and knotting up, and eventually this whole branch just start knotting up.
And now, does it smell like it?
Yeah.
You know what I was smoke, Steve, Mikey? I said, us in New York, nigga, we were mad stupid. I remember one time we found the plant that was pretty big. And there was no buds. It looked just like what you see in front of Smokey right now. And I remember I was fucking with Jason. Remember white boy Jason?
Yeah.
I remember his mom was a pothead and all that. Remember that? So we went straight to her with the fucking plant. And we was like, yo, we could grow this. And she was like, nah, throw that shit in the oven. We'll dry it out and smoke it. So I was laughing because I was like, yo, Smoke, ever since I met you, I actually learned how the weed is process is supposed to be. I said, but my nigga, growing up in New York, we were so fucking stupid. Niggas would see leaves like this. Like, when he put it in the ground, it was a couple of sprouts. After like 6 shows, the shit was mad big. I was like, yo, we would have murdered that fucking plant, dried it out, and huffed that shit, and not even got hot. That's how stupid shit is. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. We didn't know nothing about the growing. We looked at it like, oh, it's big. It must be ready to smoke. So
yeah.
look at it right now like it's a teenager, but you're still waiting for it to go through its puberty, right? Puberty or something?
Yeah. Yeah, can't wait till the fruit comes out.
And you know, dumb niggas like us, we stupid. We're like, oh shit, there's 3 leaves. Let's smoke it.
I smoke it.
You know what I'm saying?
Get a headache.
So
Yep.
how long before you start seeing the bud?
Probably about another month or so.
Oh, so you gotta wait 4 more
Yeah.
weeks. So from
Yeah.
from when you put it in to when you start seeing buds, how long would that be?
See, we put it in. I put him in before the beginning of June, and we're here in August. Probably another maybe 3 weeks before we start seeing it budding.
Hold on a second, guys. Hello, Mike speaking.
So something like four months to get bud. That's crazy.
Then it's gonna take about another 3-4 weeks or so, about another month after that before they're ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, being educated is so beautiful to just being a stupid motherfucker and wasting every goddamn thing.
Hey, you learn. Now always just like having a tomato plant. You gotta wait for those babies to ripen.
I got one thing on my bucket list. One thing.
What's that?
Actually be patient enough to watch a seedling grow all the way to bud properly when it gets picked. I mean, to be patient. That's my fucking bucket list. To be patient enough to not plant because I'm such a piece of shit. I'd love to see that process, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? In front of me. I'd love that shit.
Well, maybe one day you'll be able to.
Got patience, bro. I'm a junkie.
I'm a junkie. I got no patience.
Come on, man.
Smoke it. Let's smoke it. Let's smoke it.
Put the seed in the fucking little leaf will come out the top. I'll be like, Steve, go get some papers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta learn how to do that shit.
Keep that.
Hey, did you guys know about Chicago was hosting the Lollapalooza this year?
Who's Lollapalooza?
That's like that, like a big old rock concert type shit.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Who what?
They said Illinois this year, hit a record high in sales of marijuana, 128 million. And they was like, wow, that's great. They're like, you think you know why that happened? They're like, Lollapalooza, nigga.
Huh.
Did you see the pool of motherfuckers they took the pictures out there with? These motherfuckers was buying buds, nigga. There's 128 million. You know there was some spaces like this at the weed dispensary.
Right.
Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, we got it. Come on in. I'm telling you, if you can try to balance out a state budget with legalizing the marijuana and those funds, I don't understand why these motherfuckers keep fucking winding up with our city funds busted or broken or something missing. Like, I don't know where $100 million at. Yeah, nigga, go check your fucking Swiss bank account, you cocksucker. Fuck you mean? Where it's at?
Right. You tell them that.
Nigga, 128 million. That make a motherfucker want to get involved. I've been wanting to get involved with the weed shit, but I was like, I'm a pothead. Imagine I had a dispensary. Say me and Mike had a dispensary, right? Mike make sure he's at the store an hour before me every day. And I'm not going to tell him what time I'm coming in, so he's got to guess. And I'm going to make sure I'm not in there smoking and huffing our fucking our profits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'd be the nigga and they'd be like, yo, what is that? How does that smoke? Well, that smokes pretty good. I just smoked that this morning. There's only a joint left. Matter of fact, I don't know more of that shit, because that's for me.
You gotta know what you're selling. So
I will say this: when I went to Vegas and we went into one of the dispensaries, and they came out and they was like, "Hi, I will be your bud tender for today," and I was like, "Bud tender? Look at you!"
Right.
Give me a couple shots, nigga. Let's go. Let's start this party. You know what I'm saying? And he's got the lab vest, the lab coats on. Yeah, I'm your bud tender. I was like, well, tend to me, player, because I need some bud. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was nice. The dude sat there and explained a bunch of shit. Because of the stuff that he explained, we wind up getting a couple things for Penny's moms that actually was beneficial, especially that hemp lotion. That shit was like fucking Jesus in a bottle, nigga. That shit is Jesus in a bottle. Because she had some shits growing out of her arms, like big spurs and shit that was fucking her up. It's from her bones.
Mm-hmm.
Put that lotion on, and I think it was like 2 months straight. She did it 2 months straight. These motherfuckers were smooth and baby soft. So, needless
Yep.
to say, I started putting some of that on my butthole, you know what I'm saying, to smooth out the wrinkles. See how that works out.
Mm-hmm. Don't let Chubb know that.
Nah, I know, because Chubb get all crazy and shit like, yo, cuz, I want to visit you. Yo, send me a ticket so I can visit you, nigga. Like, cuz, relax. Man, I'll rock you to bed. Shit, right? And they like, yo, you know when you put those little boy niggas that they bang to bed, they call them rocking them to sleep. When they fuck them to go to sleep. And I was like, I don't never want to be rocked to sleep in prison. What the fuck is that about? Shit. Man,
So I'm back. So Joe, so
Yo.
once it becomes a bud, when does it actually mature? So you said in another month or so.
Yeah, probably, hopefully within the next 2, 3, maybe 3 weeks at the most, maybe 4 at the late most. It'll
Oh, it'll
start,
be
but
mature. It'll be a bud that way you can actually
yeah,
pick and.
no, not yet. It'll start budding. I'm hoping about 2, 3 weeks it'll be getting ready to bud. Then you're probably looking at another uh 3, 4 weeks after that. Another couple more months before it's done.
would you say it takes about 6 months in total to do a stretch?
From about June to August, September, October, until about October, November. Around November, October is the harvest time.
All right, 5 to 6 months. That's fair.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just this part is the easy part. Somewhat, you got to keep an eye on it so don't get no bugs or spider mites or shit like that, aphids or whatever plant fucking bugs they got out there. Yeah, make sure your leaves are nice and green and pretty, and tend to it, feed it, water it, and when it starts budding, then you got to really like kind of keep an eye on it. So like the caterpillars and stuff like that like to get into the bud sometime and eat it. So you gotta keep an eye on for that kind of stuff. Mold. Some plants are more susceptible to mold. So when it gets like um, foggy or milk, um, overcast type in the mornings, you got the dew and the sun starts drying it. And sometimes they got some dew still stuck in the buds. They might start molding, so you got to keep an eye out for your buds.
So what do you do with the dew? What are you doing? Drying it off with an air dryer? I mean, what do you do?
Nah, you just like kind of shake the plant a little bit, and hopefully it does. What it's supposed to do. I wouldn't use a hair dryer. I mean, people use the blower, whoosh, but it's just Mother Nature. So try to grow plants that are not susceptible to that. Go, well, I want to do that, but might mold. So do you really want to battle with that, or do you want to find something that's not gonna hurt?
See, now that I'm listening to you,
Hmm.
it feels like to me that you just can't plant the seed, walk away, and come back in 6 months and then get ready to start smoking. It's kind of like you
Well,
got to be there to raise this motherfucker.
you can just my earphones. I mean, you can just plant a seed and come back later and see what you got there. But
But
You
that's
want?
hit or miss if you do shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. You
That's
know,
what a lot of
that's
people don't get that. Motherfuckers, we don't get that. We be thinking, oh shit, let me save some of these seeds. I throw that shit in the thing and if it make a fucking pedal or whatever, I'm about to grow a whole fucking pound, nigga. Watch. And then if they're like me, they ain't did shit because I don't know how to tend to those things. You know what I'm saying?
right. You know, as long as it gets water, you'll be all right. But that's the thing. You gotta.
If you're not there pulling the leaves and clipping them and keeping the bugs and the mites and shit off, then that's why you're just sitting there hoping your shit can be.
Yeah, yeah. These are tend to. You know, you can lose a whole plant to spider mites or something. They just like suck the juice right out of it. You know, it's a real sad looking thing when that shit happens. It
Hey,
happens
Mike,
when.
did you hear what I just said about the Chicago Lollapalooza shit when you was on the phone? I don't know if you got whatever. I said that. Excuse me. Ooh, that was a good one. The 2020 Lollapalooza, right? Illinois hit a record $128 million in sales of marijuana. And that was due because of that Lollapalooza concert, right? And I was thinking, I was like, damn, bro, what are we in? September, October, what is this? August? So that's 8 months. In 8 months, they made 125 million so far. When are you gonna start trying to get that shit for we could get a dispensary, nigga?
Who's that? Who did that?
I said Illinois made $128 million in sales of marijuana, the legal marijuana, from the dispensaries. That was due big in part because of that big ass concert, that Lollapalooza they did in Chicago. And now I'm saying it looks very promising for the dispensaries and shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe that with that type of revenue coming into these dispensaries, I believe the governments or the states are going to be looking into them like, yeah, this is going to be a protected business. So now I'm asking you, Michael, when the fuck are you going to get the license so we can open up a dispensary or start growing some shit?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a viable business.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of taxes.
I don't think it's a good business for a small business. I think every Philip Morris dick in town will take over and
Yep.
make it possible for a small person to get
Yep.
Yeah, but think about it. They can't.
Mikey's right.
Shut down.
What's up? I'm working. I'm just getting off of work, man.
Yo.
That's what it is, Kunta. That's the way you're supposed to do it, Don Quixote.
That's right. You know how Kunta do. Kunta gonna take that money. But I was coming back from Pennsylvania, and then I seen a fucking text. I was like, "We waiting on you," and I'm thinking today is Wednesday, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you waiting on me for?" And then it dawned on me. I was like, "Oh shit, we got the show." And I haven't been muted in a while, so let me work on getting muted. What y'all gotta say to get muted?
That shit don't even feel comfortable no more, nigga. This shit feel like a stranger.
What? Is that Michael? Where's Michael? Didn't I hear Michael's voice?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, Mike? Where you been at, man?
Working, nigga, working. What you been up to?
Working. Okay, come on, let's get to the program. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You came in. Now, we were just talking about Chicago did the Lollapalooza concert this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Illinois just recorded that they sold up to $128 million in legal marijuana. So I'm saying that I think that the dispensaries is a viable business. And I think if the states are seeing that much money, I believe that they're going to want to protect that to make sure that those businesses thrive, right? So when do you think Mike should start looking for a permit or a license for us to open up a dispensary?
the thing about the dispensary you got to pay attention is that the ones that you got to remember, the feds is not recognizing the states. You can make all the laws in the state. When you start getting that money, I'm not saying that it's not being done, but think about it. When they get that money, they can't put that shit in the bank. So what you gonna do with that money?
Doing some research. There's a couple of other institutions that are trying to fix that. That they're trying to make sure that these banks don't do that bullshit. And the reason I said that, the reason why I said that is because seeing the revenue that they're making now, sooner or later the feds are going to wind up either taxing it, legalizing it to tax it. They're going to wind up making it completely legal. They'll tax the shit out of it. Don't you think that it would be a viable business once they do that?
Listen, I understand that. That's why they actually starting it right now, because they understand that they can make money off of it. The government ain't stupid, but the feds haven't recognized it yet. And until the feds recognize it, you know, you talking about getting into a business where, you gotta have trouble depositing that money. So now, until they clear that shit up, why invest your money into the dispensary? What about if they turn around and they reverse everything and say, yo, this ain't never going to work? What about if the feds start cracking down on that shit? Then what?
Well, the states are already trying to make state laws like California, trying to make state laws where the feds can't come in and subvert their laws. So now, don't you think eventually?
No, listen, the feds run everything. There's no state make the laws and the feds can't overturn it. The feds can overturn anything that the states do.
You know what you sound like?
It's a process, but they can turn over anything. The state can't turn over the feds.
You know what you sound like?
What?
You sound like a buck broke nigga. Like they bucked you, broke you, they broke buck you, nigga. Listen, the feds don't run everything. Fuck, they don't run me, nigga. They don't run me. I'm not gonna give a fuck what the feds is doing. I understand what you're saying as far as the business. But if I open up a business and the state that I'm in gives me the license and the permit, you best believe I'm not complying with the fucking federal law. If the state law is telling me I'm down, I'm good to go. Now, as far as the money, what you're talking about, what I said was there's a couple of different outlets that are trying to open up credit venues and bank. This is going on with the gun community. A lot of these banks are not allowing people to purchase firearms with their online shits and their credit cards and stuff. So in that community, they're putting together because I saw a commercial where somebody was promoting it, either NRA or GOA, somebody, and it was like these people are going to help the businesses to be able to deposit their money without it being a problem because these anti-gunners are against that. And
Bitcoin.
And I'm looking at that like, don't you think with the money coming in on the revenue on the marijuana, don't you think at some point they'll turn that to want to make that? It's only a profit no matter how it comes out. Don't you think they may want to? I'm not pushing it saying, oh, they're going to. I'm just asking, don't you think at some point the money's going to make them want to allow it and protect it, tax it and let it, you know what I'm saying, let it run?
Of course. I mean, listen, society is built on greed, man. They're going to realize that it's a money maker and they're going to get into it. Now, a matter of when, so like, who's going to predict that? It could be like tomorrow, man. Trust me, it's a lot of states setting up laws and the feds is paying attention to what the hell is going on. But anyway, what you think, OBB?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think eventually the feds are going to come around to our way of thinking and they will take it off of that Schedule 1 list and they will start to decriminalize it and eventually it will be legal. But it's going to be a while.
Because of the government bureaucracy and bullshit. But I'm thinking like, damn, you don't think they eyebrowsed up when they saw 128 million? Like, okay, these niggas is doing it. Either we go in there and take their money or we need to start getting on this bandwagon to get. I think that's a lot of money to be seen. And you know what I'm saying? And that's one state. That's one state. Because New York
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the only reason I say that. Because when I read that and saw how much money they made out for this for one state, I was like, yo, you don't think the feds are looking at it like, shit, we got 52 states. We could rob these motherfuckers. We got 5,200 million on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that they would want to get that. Like, I mean, I know that a lot of people was like, yo, they should decriminalize it. I get all that bullshit. But I'm just saying, as far as the revenue, I'm hoping they would probably change. When I saw those numbers, I was thinking, shit, I would be changing my mind.
No, I mean, I
They're
understand
getting
that.
all their ducks in a row, so they can do that. That's the reason why they're holding back so much.
What do you mean before they go and start invading states to push?
Before they start taxing it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, do the research on how much money, so they know how much money they're really going to get out of this.
Exactly. So, that's the only reason why they're taking their time as far as legalizing it, is because they got to get all their ducks in a row. That way, when they do say it's legit, they're going to tax they're going to tax it. It's going to become like a cigarette or alcohol or whatever the case may be. And they're going to govern it that way. It's going to be a black market, obviously, but they're going to govern the way that they do with alcohol and cigarettes and tax the shit out of it.
You know, I kind of was. Somebody else said that in another podcast I was listening to about them. What did you just say a second ago about that shit? He said you tax the shit out of him. He said something else just before that. God damn it!
Ducks in a row.
That what?
Ducks in a row.
Getting the ducks in a row. Fuck it. The shit I just smoked made me forget that shit. God damn it! I was making a statement on that shit. All right.
He said you got a fat ass. You said it?
Listen, you gay ass pirate. Okay? Take it. I know you're happy you're surrounded by 4 other men. Again, makes you feel like you're back in prison again. But listen, just relax. This is all through the phone. Relax.
I'm gonna throw this out there.
What you got?
If you guys gonna think about getting into a business, I would get into a business where you cultivate. I mean, when everybody gets a place where I can just take my plant and take it so somebody can dry it, cure it, buck it down, make it into trim it, process plant. Are you kind of feeling what I'm getting at?
Farm to pipe.
There you go.
Farm to pipe sales.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't want jobs, right? They say that in the report now, a lot of Americans don't want jobs. Offer us jobs in the dispensaries. Offer us jobs as testers. You know what I'm saying? Judges. Crop pickers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Weed dryers. You know how many motherfuckers will be in line for those jobs?
Man, damn, y'all saved me. Thank you.
All right, let's go to the next thing. I wanted to talk about they're saying that there's a surge here in the coronavirus here in Florida. Did you guys hear about that? Surge
everywhere.
It said here in Florida it was an epicenter. I was hearing from one of the radio stations this morning. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
But I heard it's picking up though.
Yeah.
We have almost 20% of the new cases in the United States.
That's what it is?
Yeah, it has spiked.
Yeah, it spiked everywhere though. It's heavy talk about it.
They knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, they knew that was gonna happen because a lot of people ain't trying to get vaccinated. And now they telling you that it's got to be mandatory. That shit is crazy.
I read a report where they said like 27% of the people that were vaccinated, or more than that, were actually the ones that got tested positive for the virus again.
Yeah, one of the hospitals in San Francisco's got a lot of employees get tested positive, and the majority of them have the
vaccine. That vaccine was to fuck up your immune system for the second round. So all y'all who got the vaccines that are proud, your immune systems are compromised. Stay home.
Yeah, they don't even protect you.
Is everybody or anybody preparing for any secondary lockdowns by buying more toilet paper or stocking your cabinets up or anything like that?
Well, I just went to the store the other day
shit like that.
and got toilet paper though. I'm stocked up for this week. For, for this couple weeks.
And you, Chubby? You stocking up?
I'm not ready. I'm probably gonna stock up this weekend. I've just been ripping and running, man. I've been working. I've been going since 5:30 this morning. I'm just getting home. So listen, I'm leaving right now. But I wanted to make sure I come in, man. I'm sorry that I'm just like in and out, but I gotta go. I'm tired as a motherfucker.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah.
And you ain't mute me. So now because you don't mute me, I don't like the show no more.
Say that again.
I said,
he ain't feeling the love because you haven't muted him.
Lady, you feel better? You feel better now? That make you?
Yeah, I feel better now. Thank you.
Yo, you driving?
Yeah, I just stopped driving. I just parked. I'm glad I found parking. Because sometimes that's another fucking animal. You be down here for like another 40 minutes just circling the block looking stupid.
All right, well, pay attention because you know motherfuckers be getting shot on IG Live talking into their phones. Get the hell out. Mind your business.
I'm not. Listen, I'm on point. I know all my surroundings.
Real quick, before you go.
Yeah.
Did anybody here watch Versus with the Rock against Dipset?
Dipset? That shit was hilarious. You didn't see the game Boston, nigga?
Chubb, what's your opinion?
Well, they said Locks won.
What happened?
That's a lie. Locks didn't win. You fucking stupid.
That's what they say.
No. Jada won, nigga. Jada was the one who won, not the Locks.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that too.
Yo, did you see the part, Mikey, when Dipset was telling Styles P and the other nigga, like, yo, y'all some good sideline bitches. Y'all some good. You hear that shit? You're like, yo, y'all some good backup singing bitches. Word up. Y'all some good. Y'all was crying that shit. Because the whole night, them niggas didn't rap. It was Jada all night.
Yeah, I heard. I heard it was Jada all night.
Jada killed them by himself.
Yep. All night. The whole fucking night. That shit was hilarious.
And then they was like, they said that they were playing a Jada record, and Cameron was like, "Yo, that ain't the Locks." And he said, "Shut up, stupid." But I didn't see it. I went to bed. I seen the DJs start the show off, and then from there, I went to bed. I was dumb tired.
Oh, they got it all over YouTube. You can see it.
I know. I'm gonna see it again. I'm gonna see it. Because I've been hearing so much about it.
I didn't see it live, but I saw clips and a bunch of YouTube videos, and I was like, I mean, once they announced it, I was like, there's no way Dipset. I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong. I like Cam and Santana and whatever the other guy's name is, individually, but I never liked anything they did together. It was rah.
Jones, all the niggas is.
But the only song that they really had together that everybody will probably know is "You Fly High."
Yeah,
boy ballin'. Everybody knows that. That's probably the hottest.
But that was
that's
not
probably
Jim Jones.
The hottest joint. No, that wasn't. That was Dipset.
Yeah.
You know what? It could be. It could be Jim Jones because nobody else rapped on that.
Steven, let me just let you know what's going on with these fucking spicks and niggas over here, right?
Okay, good.
We're talking about.
It ain't good.
We're talking about
the white guy over there in the corner. It ain't good.
Hanging out. These were the groups that were rapping at the time. You know what I'm saying? So these were the guys rapping the music that we was listening to back in the 90s or whatever. And what it is they did a little. It was for all the fans in New York. They did like a rap battle challenge where they went out to go perform mostly all their songs, but in a battle challenge type deal. You know what I'm saying? kind of an atmosphere where it felt like they were battling each other. And so all of us that grew up with this, we already know Dipset. You're looking at it like, what the fuck is these guys talking about? Who's upset? Is you know what I'm saying? It was the group they called the Dipset. And so what it was like singular artists. And when they band up together, they had a little group. They had a clique, and they named it Dipset. And there's another group of 3 guys who rap, and they called them. Their name was the Locks. So that's what it was all about. That's what we're talking about. So they were at Square Garden doing a concert where it was like a rap battle for everybody, all the hip hop people that are into it, and that's what we're talking about.
Okay, now tell them that you don't give a fuck about all that shit. All that smoke he did, tell him you don't give a fuck about what the fuck he just broke down.
Willie Nelson's the king. Willie Nelson's the king.
The reason my boy Steve, see, this is the bullshit about y'all niggas. The reason I explain this to my boy Steve is ever he's trapped in a corner with 3 niggas, he could be like, yo, Dipset, cuz.
Yeah. Listen. If he's trapped in the corner with 3 niggas, he don't need to be saying Dipset nothing. He needs to be saying help.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, sorry, sir, no, sir. How can we rectify this situation? That's the thing. You don't need to be saying the goddamn Dipset. That's for sure. So listen, I'm just walking in the house. I'm definitely leaving now.
Hey, we know you're home safe. Fuck out of here, bitch nigga.
Yeah, you know, I'm home. I'm home safe. Listen, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all next Thursday.
All right,
Hey yo, before y'all hang up, make sure you tell our one fan, our one follower that we said hi, okay?
Listen, he texted me back. He said he's not sure if he's going to be following. He said he'll check in on him, but he don't know if he's following anymore.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to y'all later, right?
All right, cuz.
All right, cuz. All right.
Night.
So, did you guys remember the whole situation when these guys were protesting the Black Lives Matter, that the guy came out with a gun and his wife, he had the rifle and his wife had the pistol? Do you guys remember that shit?
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Huh? St. Louis?
St. Louis. The McCluskeys.
The McCluskeys. So you know that the husband was an attorney, right? Pretty well off attorney. And did you know that he had pleaded guilty to a lesser charge? Like I think it was like being a public nuisance or something. It was some ridiculous shit, right?
Right.
And you know, I watch a lot of the gun tubers, YouTubers on shit, and on the news, the gun news and shit, and everybody was very upset. Do you know that the governor of what is it? What you said it was?
Missouri.
His name is Parsons. He pardoned them. Now they wasn't gonna do no prison time or nothing. It was a bullshit misdemeanor or something. But he pardoned them on that, you know, like. And these guys were making the big deal, like, yo, they got pardoned and this and that. And I was just wondering, I was like, yo, aren't we supposed to legally be able to defend our fucking home? I mean, unless he shot at people or ran off the property. And I think the main problem was that he aimed his gun once or twice at the crowd, or his wife did. But I thought that you could legally go out on your property with a firearm and tell people, like, listen, they ain't gonna happen today. Don't start none, won't be none. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that should have been without a misdemeanor. And so I'm thinking to myself, I was like, do you think that this governor who did this is just doing this as a political stunt? Because like I said, they didn't cop to anything serious. It was misdemeanor bullshit. Something that for sure I would have copped to. Just nigga, I'd have got pulled over for speeding. I'd have copped to 3 or 4 misdemeanors to get out the ticket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering, you think it was maybe the governor coming up with a stunt? I just felt that this was some real bullshit and they shouldn't have had to even go through that.
Yeah,
White
that's
privilege.
exactly what he did. It was some bullshit. They shouldn't even put papers on you know, stamped it.
Right.
Very state face.
I don't know. To me, it looks like they wasted a lot of time if they was going to go through all that, because in the very beginning, it should have been cut and dry. Like, listen, if they didn't physically harm somebody or grab them to terrorize them, they were just and it didn't look like any of those niggas that were out there were scared. It looked like 3 times he pointed the rifle at his wife's head, right? And he was talking to the crowd. I didn't get to hear the audio, so who knows if he was like, "Come closer and I'll blow this bitch away. I dare you. Hurry up." And she's like, "Stop, he'll kill me." And I was just like, yo, I didn't see that they handled that situation correctly. You know what I'm saying? But I think if it was going to go to all this waste, that should have been dealt with from the very beginning with the cops, no? All right, let's see. I got, well, that's mostly all the stuff that I had. Because we talked about the AG, talking about Chromo before you jumped on, Smokey. So how you feel about that? The Andrew Cuomo, the governor, he's touching bitches' twats underneath they fucking skirts. He's rubbing their backs down the spine with his finger, like, yo, don't worry, you know, grabbing their faces, kissing them, and
can Trump say it was all right?
right? Like, damn, bro. So pussy, he got demolished, and this nigga actually grabbed the pussy, and they're like, come on.
Hey.
It's an Italian thing. We do that all the time, you know? Right? You know, if Hector comes up to me, I greet Hector, I grab his balls. Hey, Hector, how you doing? Hey, over there, you. Hey, you over there.
Doing?
I can't wait to meet an Italian nigga who grabs my balls and saying hello. Hey, you over there, come here. Hey, yeah, you look like you got a good sack on you, boy. Jeez.
Motherfuckers.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. I just thought it was funny that the AG came out to say that he violated federal and state laws and was like, yeah, we won't be pressing any charges. If those bitches didn't like it, feel free to make your own situations happen. But we're just going to say he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that fat is old. Come on. What's the next one?
My manager at the job came in. He was like, "Yo, that's because someone at the lower state, one of the attorneys in the lower state, will bring him to court." Do you think that'll happen?
Yeah, somebody to try to make a name, yes.
But don't you think that the attorney general, who wants to be the governor, would want to do that to make her name?
No, because then that's what people are gonna say. The only reason why he did that is to become governor.
Okay. All right, so we gotta do roundabout justice for when it comes to politicians and federal officials, but when it comes to beat the shit out of us and shoot us.
So he or she already got somebody lined up to go do her dirty work.
You think so? You think so?
Of course.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens. You know that his brother is in the papers as well. Do you know that? Fredo is in the paperwork too. Did you know that? Anybody?
No.
Steve, did you know that?
No.
Yeah. In the paperwork for what they did with Andrew Cuomo, his brother's involved too. And that's why he's not saying anything on CNN. Well, he's not saying he don't want to badmouth his brother, but you know, he's not allowed to say anything about it on CNN. That's why they go into the, what's his name? The lemon squeezer. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, listen, anybody got any other news before we go to the backyard and look at the girls? You know what? I wanted to bring something up, and I had it here to remind myself. You see those, Mikey? These are Brazilian cow CAO. Have you tried those?
What's that? Cigar?
I do cigar.
Are you taking the tobacco out and packing it with weed?
No, nigga, I'm sorry. I know that I'm violating your whole ethics and everything protocol.
Okay.
And I know Steve is sitting there like, this motherfucker's just wasting good wrapping papers. But I'm actually getting into smoking cigars.
I've been there before.
You know, I kind of I had purchased some for some family members to give to them. I never gave it to them, and I smoked them, and I was like, damn, nigga, I picked some really shitty fucking cigars. So I was curious to be like, I see all these people smoking cigars like there's good ones. So then I purchased a couple, and then one of my boys gave me a humidor, and he gave me a couple of these. These I smoked one on Monday, which was an American. This one is a Brazilian, and I ordered some other ones from Arturo Fuente. I forgot the name of it. I think it was Arturo Fuentes or there's a Bella Artist that I ordered a couple of those. That one was really nice. I smoked that last night. That shit was so smooth. I almost inhaled like 3 fucking times. I had to stop because I was like, I said, damn, not supposed to inhale it, but it was really smooth. A nice one. I'm thinking about sending you one of those, Mikey. Test that out. This is going to be tonight's flavor. Brazilian. So,
Brazilian bitches rolling up their cigars for you.
Huh?
Got the Brazilian bitches rolling up their cigars for you.
Yeah. Hopefully they're doing it in their titties and shit, like, getting the shit tight in there. So I can be like, I hope it wasn't an old man spitting on my shit. Like, here you go. Enjoy that. That's my new thing. So, I'm sorry, I cut everybody. Is there anything else anybody wants to bring out before we start looking at the girls? Look at those girls, Mikey. God damn.
Yeah. That's the snow-capped way over there. And right there is the Kush.
Yeah, Mikey. Mikey. Go stand next to it, Smokey, so you can kind of get an idea how tall those shits are.
Oh.
Those shits look like big hiding bushes. Like you would hide behind those bitches.
Yeah. It's almost to the top of the cage right there. You can see the cage.
And this is your house?
Yeah. Start from right there and then
let me
shooting up.
There you go.
Bam.
My bad. There you go. That's better.
And this is the other big one. This is my son's plant, the ice cream punch, ICP. And back here is the CBD plant. I gotta get a cage for her to start so she can get support. Right now I've been cleaning them out. I gotta clean them out so they get some good airway, get all the leaves out. Oh, you can see, clear out the branches, clear all this stuff out. Get them nice and clear because all you want to do is see the buds grow on these parts. All the buds.
Nice. On that note, guys, I will see you guys next week. You guys be safe. Have a great week.
Hi, Mikey.
Hi, Mikey.
I'll at you.
Bada boom.
See now,
all right, guys.
Now my other bucket list is to be running around butt naked in the field. The weed is like that with big old buds will slap me in the face and hit me in the ass as I'm running by. You know what I'm saying? That's bucket list shit.
And on our bucket list, it's to not see it.
Even if you did, I'd probably look like the smiley emoji face running around just like Jesus Christ, look at his brown crack of his ass. How the fuck? I thought he was beige. He got a big crown. What the fuck?
Right.
It's not my fault. That was the operation. Yeah, so all right, so next month, you guys, Steven, next month is a UFC fight with I took a screenshot so I could bring that up to see if you're gonna come through. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second, my friend. I know that you work so much; it's a pain in the ass. We haven't been able to fucking hang.
I went to a baseball game Monday night. I went to see Mikey's Mets.
Oh yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Did they win?
It's a weird experience.
Did they win?
No, the Mets lost. Marlins won.
My nigga, you needed to bring that up so he could have felt that.
Everyone was on the phone.
Oh, that was on the phone.
You pay for parking on the phone. Your tickets are on the phone. When you go in, they won't take cash anymore. Everything is on the credit card or on the phone. So I felt lost.
I can understand that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Fucking-
it's funny you said that. Today I saw a commercial, or not a commercial. Somebody was promoting this thing called the Freedom Phone. Have you heard about that yet? So I listened to Tim Pool. Tim Pool is Democrat, conservative type motherfucker, but he's really more left. And he had a person on his show that was promoting this thing called the Freedom Phone. It's an Android phone that has everything already preloaded in so that they can't take your data. So that way, when you want to put messages on these social websites, they can't block your shit and stop it. So I went to go look at it, and the phone was $500. And I was like, when you just said that, everything on the phone, I was like, damn, that's going to be another thing. Do you remember? I don't know if they were doing it down here, but I know in New York. Do you remember when they used to steal the cell phone info, and they put it on the SIM cards for other motherfuckers to be making phone calls, and they would charge to your phone and shit? If they can start doing everything now through the phone, they better start getting a way fucking better security service so we don't ever have no shit like that. Because everybody's going to be using their phone. How convenient is that, bro? I don't got to grab my wallet. I take a picture of my ID, save it in the phone, and I don't even got to run with that. How convenient. Were you able to get your drinks and shit with your phone?
Well, you had to use a credit card.
Okay.
And a lot of people have their credit card on the phone now.
Yes, I don't have that yet.
Yeah, I don't have that yet either. But, like I said, no cash.
That's pretty convenient, bro. I don't know how many times I've run out in the street without cash and was like, oh, shit. And was like, do you take Cash App? Can I Cash App you this money? I only got my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What it is now these days. Can I Cash App you? You got Venmo?
Yeah, I don't got Venmo neither.
Me either. I'm barely lucky. I got, what do you call it, PayPal.
You know what? I tried to save that thing here, and I don't know what the fuck happened to it, so I can't give you the date. I know it's September. It's for next month, Steven. And the people that were fighting was, what's that dude, the California, him and his brother, they fight out of California.
The Diaz boys?
Yes, one of the Diaz boys is fighting Robbie Lawler. Remember Robbie Lawler? That the motherfucker fought. They had a fight together where their faces were completely blasted the fuck out, bleeding, and they were still punching like fucking broken meat at each other. I don't know if you ever seen that fight, Stevie.
Robbie, I got money on Diaz.
He's a beast. So I'm like, yo, I can't wait to see that fight. That's gonna be some shit, bro.
That's my stoner brother.
Did you get to see, Steven? Did you get to see the McGregor fight?
No.
I got it. So if you want to see it next time we come, remind me so you can see that fight. You're gonna like that one. I mean, besides that, he breaks the foot on some bullshit, but you're gonna be like, what the fuck? That one was all right.
All right, guys.
Huh?
The one rounder, right?
Yeah. No, I think it was. I think it was one round. Maybe I think it was.
Did he break his ankle in the first round?
I think it probably was like I think it was like towards the end of the round or in the second.
Yeah.
It was very short fight because of that. But they got some blows in on each other before. You know what I'm saying? It went down. What else was I just about to say something? Fugue Rose is fighting too. Rose Namajunas. That's the bald-headed chick. White girl. She's fucking boxes like a motherfucker. She's fighting. Is she fighting? No, she's not fighting that same girl. She's fighting somebody else.
You know they have the bare knuckle fighting now, right?
What is it? BFK?
They have women's bare knuckle fighting too.
All right.
You know, Steven, I like to watch the ladies fight. I kind of hate the bare knuckle one because these bitches get busted up. I'll be like, damn, bitch, you're gonna be looking fucked up tomorrow. Although in the UFC they get busted the fuck up too. But sometimes they get saved when they're getting choked because they get stopped. You know what I'm saying? And with the bare knuckle, there ain't no choking. It's straight punching in the face type shit. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Bro, when I was here last time, cause we watched it with the girls, and I go, cause she had her friend Looney in the house too, and I go, Looney, you know I told Kyla she's never gonna fight a bitch, and this bitch starts bouncing around like this in the corner, that she has to work this out, right? And Kyla's like, work it out. Shit, I'll be walking it out. I'll get the fuck out of there. And I started, damn right. Shit. All right, let's get ready to get up out of here so I can go outside and smoke this cigarro.
All right, my brother.
Anything before we bounce, you got anything you want to throw out there? We already talked last week about the wanting the porn, the teenage porn, right? The lady who wrote that, her business, the people of her business, whatever company she worked for, they wind up tweeting the same shit. Talking about, yo, maybe we should have a conversation like that to see what type of porn can help these children. So I was thinking maybe this chick would get, rooted out. I think they gave her a promotion. Somebody's kid was like, yo, that's a great idea, Dad. Dad, that's a great idea, and I'm willing to be the guinea pig. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta find this video before we go. I gotta find this video. My friend, one of the guys in the job showed me. I'm gonna ask her tomorrow to give me a link. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a girl with Novocaine. She's getting her wisdom teeth pulled out. And the doctor's saying, listen, you can't do anything with your mouth as far as smoking or anything because the suction action is gonna allow stuff to get inside the holes. So she's like, oh, I can't smoke my weed. And he's like, no. She's like, I can't vape. And she's like, no, you can't vape. And she starts crying. She's like, so he's like, you can't do anything with a sucking action because the dirt will go inside the holes. And she's like, I can't suck dick. So Mom is like, hey, stop it. What's the matter with you? Relax. She's like, Mom, I can't suck dick. Yo. Viral. That shit went viral. You know, niggas is like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So hopefully if I get that video, I'll throw that out for us. Smokey, where you going to be at, Smokey?
In 3 hours, I'll be at www.knyo.org.
Damn. Boom. Steven, you want to say goodbye to the peoples?
Yeah, goodbye. Good night.
Yeah, I got Steve nervous. He's saying goodbye. Goodbye. He's remembering three niggas and him in the corner. Goodbye. Goodbye. No doubt. Let's get up out of here.
All right, then.
Guys, mad love, and we out of here, peoples. Peace!
The D420 Show is sponsored in part by YV Incorporated, clothing line and barbershops.
You get it, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need. Want some coke, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your cushion man.
Fueled by Ant Live Comedy. Powered and directed by Ant Live Comedy. Humor added by